Cuba is a fascinating place. The largest island in the Caribbean, Cuba is an authentic treasure island of nature, geography, and culture. Today, we journey into one of Cuba's most striking and unique landscapes, a region scattered with steep limestone mountains and towers they call mogotes. These dramatic formations are found in the province of Pinar del Rio, a national park and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Our trip begins with a drive to the Vinales Valley. It's located about 110 miles west of Havana. Along the way, one of the first things that captures our attention are the berenjena trees, the Cuban belly palm. Endemic to the island, these trees are more than just beautiful. They provide a variety of useful products. The palm fronds serve for roofing, the fruit for livestock, and they provide a durable wood for construction. Now, to get a closer look at a mogote, we hop onto a horse-drawn cart and head off into the countryside. Along the path, we see yuca being harvested and stop to check it out. It's a plant we call cassava. It's a starchy root vegetable valued for its nutrition, storability, and the number of ways it can be cooked. You may know tapioca. It comes from cassava roots. And I was surprised at how easy it is to harvest. Just a few fields away, another root crop thrives, malanga. It's a distinct species of taro known as American taro. Malanga is found in markets all over the island, and there appears to be several different varieties. We actually had malanga for breakfast, and it was absolutely delicious. Tobacco is the region's economic backbone and is grown mostly by private farmers who sell the bulk of their harvest to the government. Now, tobacco was cultivated in Cuba centuries before Columbus arrived. As tobacco use expanded and spread around the world, the growing and processing of tobacco became much more sophisticated. Cuba has unique varieties of tobacco, and when combined with the soils, climate, and generations of expertise with tobacco, it produces what many people say are the finest tobaccos in the world. From planting to harvest, curing, fermenting, and then aging, it can take over 2 years for a tobacco leaf to be ready for the hands of a skilled master cigar twister.
For example, this one right now.
We ride on and arrive at a small mogote. This one seems to be about 200 feet tall, although many reach heights over 700 feet. Their steep, weathered sides, loose rocks, and thick vegetation make them difficult, even dangerous, to explore. And it is this inaccessibility that has helped preserve their unique ecosystems. Among the rare species found here is the Cuban cork palm. Now, this specimen is from a biological garden in Vinales. And despite its name, it's actually a cycad, one of the most ancient types of plants on Earth. To get a better understanding of the mogotes, we enter a small fissure. Rainwater containing carbon dioxide creates a weak acid that slowly dissolves the rock, creating caves and small little hollows like these. This narrow cave is relatively young, and you won't see lots of stalactites and stalagmites, and other parts of it have been subject to frequent cave-ins, but there are some places where you can see remineralized limestone. The limestone in the mogotes began forming over 150 million years ago in the warm, shallow seas of the Jurassic period. I imagine that ancient seascape looked something like Cuba's north coast does today, but instead of fishing boats, giant marine reptiles cruise these waters. Over thousands of years, coral and seashells lived, died, and accumulated on the sea floor. As these sediments became thicker, they compressed and eventually became cemented into limestone. The remains of other creatures also accumulated in the limestone and occasionally became fossilized. Much later in time, geological forces pushed this limestone up out of the ocean. Weathering and erosion then began its slow work, eating away the limestone. The mogotes remain today because limestone in those areas is more resistant to weathering. Back inside the cave, we can see evidence of that ancient marine environment. This is a piece of fossilized coral. And this ichthyosaur left behind remains of its tailbone and backbone. Stepping outside the cave, we couldn't help but notice this fluted pattern on the surface of the limestone. It was created by centuries of water trickling over the surface of the rock. We continue with a walk around the outside perimeter of the mogote. And then we come across a small pond, and it actually disappears into the porous limestone. In fact, the whole region is riddled with caves and subterranean rivers. Late in the afternoon, we relax and decide to head into the town of Vinales to listen to music and plan our next stage of our Cuban adventure.